My name is Risa Carlson, and I am the pre-concert lecturer for the Baltimore Classical Guitar Society. As you may know, this season, the Baltimore Classical Guitar Society is presenting an entire season of local guitarists. The reason for this is that the pandemic has been affecting all artists greatly, and this is a show of solidarity for our local performers. To maximize this impact, each of this season's performances will also include a work written by a Maryland composer. So on January 30th, we have the Beijing Guitar Duo featuring Elizabeth Nonemaker's Old Habits, Similar Patterns, which was commissioned by the BCGS in 2014. On March 6th, we have the Ron McFarlane and Matt Palmer concert featuring a brand new duo for guitar and lute written by Ron McFarlane. On April 10th, during the Manuel Barrueco concert, that will feature a brand new guitar quartet written by Jordan Chase, which will be performed by a quartet of Maestro Barrueco's students. And on May 8th, during the Thomas Villotto and the Atlantic Guitar Quartet concert, that will feature a brand new guitar quartet written by our very own Ronald Pearl. We are so fortunate to live in an area which is so rich with extraordinary artists, and we hope that you will join us for what promises to be a very special season. So today I'd like to welcome Elizabeth Nonemaker and the Beijing Guitar Duo comprised of Yameng Wang and Meng. Thank you for speaking with me today. So Elizabeth, I would love to chat with you first, and could you talk a little bit about your piece?
I was listening to a lot of flamenco music at the time, and I think that was because I had this commission. I can't really remember, but I got really fascinated by it. And this was not an attempt to be a flamenco piece, but the idea that kind of grabbed me in flamenco music is that there is an underlying rhythmic pattern. And then there is a pattern on top of that kind of shifts the way that you're experiencing the music just by, little gradations. So that's kind of the idea underneath both of the sections. They are continuous, it's in one movement. From the way that I can describe both of the sections of the piece is that, the first one is entirely percussive. It doesn't really sound like a guitar. So I wanted to write for the guitar in a way that was, completely non-traditional. And then the second section is kind of a full embrace of the lyrical capacities of a guitar. I really like a good melody, so I try to sneak them in there when I can.
If you look at the video, the concert, you will notice that I actually changed guitars for the first section because there was a lot of percussion. And my guitar, Yameng's the same. Our guitars have very thin soundboards. And when we asked Mr. Damen, how is there a possible way to least damage the guitar? Is there a gentle way? Is there, a part that it is especially strong? And his reply was very simple. Oh, yes, 3 words. Don't do it. So I had to borrow a friend's guitar. It's actually a beginner guitar, and do the percussion on that guitar. And fortunately, there was a part that Yameng plays by herself. It's a kind of solo part in between the 2 sections where Yameng plays the transition. So I was mute, and I could change guitars. So for the second part, I changed to my Damen.
Talking about changing guitars, I don't have time to change. So I use my Damen guitar, play one take. So that from beginning through the piece.
So Meng and Yameng, right now, Meng, you normally are in Baltimore, but right now you're in China, and Yameng, right now you're in Dallas, Texas. So can you talk a little bit about how you were able to create this performance being so far apart from each other?
So I was recording my part, playing my part, and singing Yameng's part for the most of the take. And I recorded the whole 6 pieces like that. And I just sent everything to Yameng, and she practiced with this recording. And I think you put on your makeup and dressed up and did the recordings. But I think for Yameng, it was difficult for her to find time, right?
Yeah, because I have 2 kids at home all the time for now. So I practice about like at midnight. So I recorded this video also at midnight.
I would love to ask all of you, is there anything that, that you would like us to listen for in Elizabeth in your piece and Meng and Yameng in the rest of your program?
I will just say not particularly. I'm just very grateful to Meng and Yameng for performing this.
So I want people to enjoy it and enjoy different styles, and we look forward to seeing you guys live again. We just can't wait to play live again. And thank you to Risa, and thank you to Baltimore Classical Guitar Society, which is very, very helpful to musicians now. As you said, we're all facing a very difficult time, especially for musicians to make a living. And we're very grateful for this opportunity.
Yes, I hope the audience will like our performance.
And we are so grateful for all 3 of you for sharing your music with us. So thank you.
Thank you.